Hi Capricorn, we're going to be doing your love reading for August 2018. So this is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, then for sure, welcome. And before we get started, if you'd like to book a private reading, which is a reading just for you, you can check out the description box below with the prices, with a list of prices and services, or you can shoot me an email and I'll get back to you ASAP. And I have actually been making some cards, and it's been this hobby that I've been doing, so I want to give back for all of the support on my channel. So this is a card that I've made. It's a blank card with an envelope, so you can keep it for yourself, you can give it to someone else, and all you have to do is just comment on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, if you want to enter the giveaway, and at the end of the month I will let the winner know. So that's the kind of giveaway that I'm doing. This channel is still pretty small, I would say, so yeah, you know, chances to win are pretty big, and you can enter on all the videos if you want, because every single video has a different card, if that makes any sense. So let's get started for Capricorn and see what messages we have coming out for you guys. The messages so far, I have made 8 videos. Messages so far for this month are not exactly the most probably desired messages, which I know kind of is a little bit annoying, because sometimes you want to hear one thing but you're always told another. The messages have kind of been to like let go and release and just focus on yourself. Trust your intuition, that other people might be a bit too slow in terms of offering anything. But, you know, it's just the way the messages have been coming out for the middle of the year. And it looks like we have a similar theme going on with the Capricorns. Okay. These ones, wow, we've got like the perfect number of cards for the first time. Okay, we can literally start. I feel that these cards have all come out at least once in the last 8 readings that I've done, which is crazy. The same cards just keep coming out, and so guys, I would highly recommend you to check out the other videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please. The messages coming out are so similar. It is kind of, I don't know, I'm hitting a certain group, I feel, in August that needs to hear these messages. So, Capricorn, I feel someone here has walked away. And not just kind of walked away, but they kind of just had to get on the boat and go. Like, the boat was at a certain time. They may have got there earlier or later, but they caught the boat and they're going. And they're taking their burdens with them. They're taking their sadness and their grief with them. They're just going. Something happened where you found out something and you were like, nope, I'm out. I'm going. It's almost as if you know the potential of the situation, which is this soulmate relationship, and it's sitting right next to the High Priestess, which is all about intuition. It is all about intuitively knowing that this person for you was your soulmate, and I think that piece of information is just really hard for you to kind of move on, because you're taking all this burden with you, because you feel like this is your soulmate. Like, why should you have to give up your soulmate? If it was anyone else, you would have cut the cord and just moved on. But with this person, you just feel like it's almost impossible to move on, but you had to, because you found something out. You found out that they may have been offering themselves to other people in terms of just like looking out on the horizon and maybe dating other people, seeing other people, being with other people. And this piece of information that you found out just really hurt you. It made you think. And intuitively, you know this potential of connection, and you just went, you know. Sometimes it's good when you know the potential of your connection, because you can allow yourself to move on, knowing that someone probably still cares about you. But you just went. I feel like you just went. No matter how strong your intuition is on this relationship, you just went. Especially with the Hangman as well, I just feel very, very strongly that you have been thinking a lot about this after you have left. And in many, I do feel like you've had some form of contact with this person as well. I do feel like this person is just looking out into the world, kind of just doing whatever they want to do. They're kind of a bit immature with the Six of Cups, just with the way that the other cards are sitting. They kind of just, they want light. Like, I feel like with this card, this is not filled with water. This is not filled with emotion. These cups are filled with flowers. It's just filled with something else. It's quite light. And I feel like they probably wanted something a lot lighter in terms of connection. They didn't want something that was so emotional. And so they're kind of just looking out into the world, looking at other possibilities, and you found out that they might have been dating other people, seeing other people, hanging out with other people, and this just really took a toll on you, and you just walked away. Not walked away, you literally just went. Because intuitively you know that the potential of this connection, and I do feel like you thought about it for a while, and you may have gotten into contact with this person and just told them literally how you feel. I do feel like you have had contact with this person, or there is some form of contact coming, because you've, with the Hangman, you've spiritually just thought about things, you know, you've really, really, really thought about things. You have the Moon here. The Moon is about illusions, so you may have, during this time that you may have been with this person or dating this person, you may have been presented with an illusion of who this person was. The High Priestess here is Taurus energy, but the High Priestess is also also has a moon. It's about secrets, and I feel like you could have been dealing with a Taurus, or you could have been dealing with someone that had secrets, a lot of stuff hidden beneath them, hidden within them. And with the Moon, it was like they masked all of that. And what you felt and what you saw with the High Priestess as well is this connection. You saw potential. You did. You saw potential. But I do feel like this relationship was also a struggle in many ways. Maybe it was not equal give and take. I don't feel like it was very equal, because you have here the Seven of Wands, which is not very equal. It's very unbalanced. So you go from like a 6 to a 7. So, you know, you thought it was great, and then it was unbalanced, because that's just the way it was, you know. Some form of conflict as well, just finding out something and really being in yourself about this whole situation. It's not a great feeling. Let's see what the outcome is. Yeah. I feel like you thought that this situation was your soulmate. I feel as though this person is not your soulmate. I feel like you were masked with this illusion, and you saw everything. See how there's a cloud here with the Seven of Cups, and the 7 here with the 7 of Wands. It was not balanced. It was almost like a fruitful way of thinking, like, look at all these cups, look at what could be in them. It was like looking at a fantasy. I feel like you were looking at a fantasy, and you kind of made your emotional mindset accept that this person could be your soulmate, when in fact they probably never were. And that is pretty crazy to think, isn't it? I'm going to pull another card just to see what comes out. Strength. Yeah, I think that you need to have the courage to accept what has happened and to walk away. I would never really tell someone to walk away, but if this situation resonates 100% with you, the thing I would say is to walk away, because it looks as though you had this fantasy idea of this relationship. It was a fantasy, like it wasn't exactly what you wanted. and I think seeing this person with other people, it's not what you wanted either. Seems to me like they can't really commit as well, they just want something quite light. And so it seems like you're in an unbalanced relationship, or you were, and you looked at things through rose-tinted glasses, essentially, especially with that Seven of Cups. Just look at that. It's like an illusion, it's like a fantasy, especially with the Moon and the High Priestess as well. It's almost like intuitively you felt like it was right, but actually you were masked with the Moon and the secrets and the illusions, and now the situation calls for you to have strength with Leo. You might be dealing with a Leo, but also with the 8 and the Infinity, it's like moving on. It's like moving on from the 7 and going to the 8, and having strength in the situation. And I think that's really about the, having endurance and courage to accept what's happened and move on. And I think that that is your message, really is your message, Capricorn, for August of 2018, is to have strength in the situation and to accept what has happened and to essentially know what you're looking for in a future relationship. So my wonderful Capricorns, that is your reading for August 2018. I hope that this resonated, or if it did, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to win the card as well, as I mentioned, you can let me know. You can leave a comment in the comment section below or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!